Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Harakah, Hakwadash, and double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Muslim who taught us his truth. Shalom to you, Akim, that push the word across the four corners of this globe without truth and sincerity. By Hashem, Harakah, Hakwadash. And pretty much, I'm going to name this lesson, pretty much, how, certain camps, which are vividly, leading, our people completely astray from, from one of the major key, prophecies that's getting ready, to be made manifest out here. We can see through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai how the Lord, is singling out through the spirit by calling them out on their bullshit, singling out, certain, camps out there, man, and their leaders, because, as we all know it, pertaining, to the MOTB and what it is, because why? Because through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai and, and what we're seeing through the news and the signs of the times, this thing's getting ready to kick off, man, and, there's no coincidence, how, Yahweh Shai pretty much has, majority of us, going in on the MOTB, as well as, coming for, dudes that's not teaching it correctly, because why? Because this thing is getting ready to kick off, man. And but here it is. You got Jake that's deceiving the people, man. Because there's no excuse. Because this prophecy is literally clear as day, man. And literally it's to a point to where literally, you are purposely deceiving the people, or the Lord just literally has you, just block your understanding, man. Because literally, man, it's only like one or two ways, man. Like either you do understand it, you see it, or either you don't, man. Because, it's not no rocket science, man. Look at the system and how everything is set up, and the news that's coming out about the CBDCs and Esau's plans, or what he's bringing out in the WEF, his plans for the future, and how it all is getting ready to lead, to lead towards, this device, man. And as we're filtering it through the scriptures, we see vividly that the Lord spake of these things from the days that were before us, man. That this is truly the words of Yahweh Shai, in Revelation 13, 16 on down, But you got guys that's trying to, just trying to add to the word and, start remixing and breaking it down completely the opposite, of what it is, man, and just like going off, man, trying to trying to divert it, man. You know what I'm saying? But see, Yahweh Shai, his servants, his prophets, his men are going, teach it correctly. And really, the Lord is really going to ultimately reserve this only for his election, when he, seen fits to, see it, and accept it, man. But this is Ezekiel chapter 13, verse 2. Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel that prophesy, and say thou unto them that prophesy out of their own hearts, hear ye the word of the Lord Yahweh Shai. Yeah, man. And these guys are prophesying out of their own mind, man. Out of their own understanding, their own hearts, and really, it all comes down to a prideful thing, man. Because these guys know, what it is, man. It's just the fact because, starting with the elders and apostles at Great Muslim, beginning with our elder Apostle Tahar, he been, harping upon this thing, man. He been bringing it out, man. Way before, I believe he said like around like the 80s or the 90s, if I'm not mistaken. You know, the Spirit revealed this unto him, man. You know, and as well as you know, the rest of the elders, the apostles and bishops, and and really, on down to us all, and on down to the hopeful elect that all see this thing. You know what I'm saying? And we teaching it and breaking it down, unto our people, unto our nation correctly, exactly, how it's written, man, according to spirit and truth, man, the upright way. You know what I'm saying? But here it is, you got, these other camps, they're doing it off their own understanding, man. Because ultimately, Yahweh Shah is not within these other camps, man. And they're just, pretty much just fucking winging it, man. And really just selling, just fucking, like selling the dream to our people, man. Verse 3, thus said the Lord Yahweh, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit and have seen nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just doing these, extravagant, just marches and, with the flashy shit, and, which, I guess, like, ain't nothing wrong with the flashy stuff, but see, it's all about, what you're speaking in the name of the Lord, man, in spirit and in truth, See, if you claim yourself to be a prophet of the Most High, see, there's a standard that, according to what He, has set up, you have to abide by, man, or else the Lord gonna fucking destroy you, man. And you got, majority of Jake following you, and following you and, like, attracted to your personality, whatever, and, but you ain't telling them the whole truth, man. You shying away from the truth, from bringing them the truth, and because of that, the Lord's gonna fucking destroy dudes, man, and have no mercy. But, verse 4, O Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the desert, just sly, because a fox is like, slick, These guys have like a hidden agenda, man, These niggas are bought and paid for it, they getting paid, There's news is coming out that, certain guys, call upon a name in secret, but, to their congregation that they, call upon Most High Christ bless. The Lord's gonna start revealing more and more you niggas, man. And you're not, deceiving nobody, man, but your own selves. Because the Lord fucking sees you niggas, man. The Lord knows your thoughts, man. He created you, man. And the most crazy part about it, the most trippiest part about it, Yahweh Shah is making you, do these things, man. Deceiving His people. Yeah, man. Look at that. Just real quick. In Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord, Yahweh Shah. How can a man then understand his own way? And get another precept. Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 23. O Lord Yahweh Shah, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps. Yahweh Shah is the one, that controls you, man. that, direct your mind, ordains you to do things. You might, have it set in your mind, you know, you know, um, you know, that you want to wear, your white shoes today. But somehow, you know, in your spirit, you just felt like wearing, your red shoes, but you had it whole set in your mind that, today, first thing when I wake up, you know, I'm gonna wear my white shoes, for the whole day, but in reality, you end up wearing, something completely whole different, man. Like totally different. Well, don't you know that the Lord already had that set up before you even thought about it, man? Before you even, had the inspiration to even think about whatever, and that's just like, like a small example. The main point is, see, the Lord is in control of all this thing, man, of everything. The scriptures tell you in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 11. And for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. So the Lord wants majority of His people to be deceived, so that they receive His judgment, man. Because when the opportunity came in for the truth to be brought forth to them, what was Jake doing? They were scoffing, talking shit, rejecting the truth. Verse 12, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's there it is. It's plain and simple, man. Jake is having pleasure in being ignorant and rebellious towards Yahweh Shemiah Shai. So, Jake having itchy ears, they see the flashy garments, they see the, the bullshit, the gimmicks and all that, but, they ain't look at the bigger picture. Jake ain't really desiring after truth like that, man. After the truth. And that's all that fucking matters, man. Because all the gimmicks is just going to, go away. But what substance do you have, what's going to get you through Jacob's trouble, though, man? Knowledge and wisdom is going to keep you stable in these times, man. And majority of these people, of our people, are lacking of these things, man. Neither do they, desire after it, man. And that's the spirit that Yahweh Shemiah Shai has set up upon him, in these times, man. Because why? Because he only has that desirous spirit of truth only amongst his election, man. And they gonna find it, and they gonna obtain it. You know what I'm saying? Like it says in Romans. Romans chapter 11, verse 7. What then Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. That's a clean cut, man. Jake is, everybody's looking for the truth. Everybody on the planet is looking for the meaning of life, this and that, blah, 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 And, everybody thinks they got it, But in reality, they don't got it. They losing like a motherfucker, man. They walking in a completely broad way, which leads to destruction. See, truth is only reserved unto the elect of Yahweh Shemiah Shai, and they gonna find it, man. The wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and they gonna obtain it. Only the elect are gonna obtain it, man. And the rest are just blinded. All we can do is, fear Yahweh Shemiah Shai and continue to hope in His mercies that the Lord keep us forever, man. Every day praying that, He take down His Holy Spirit away from us, man. I'm saying, because we see how fucked up our people are here, man, without this, this knowledge, man. And, we can foresee, pretty much, their fate, of them being even more fucked up, man, because Jake, is going to be asked out because they don't have this wisdom, man. They going to have no idea what to do, nowhere to go, nowhere to rely upon but Esau. And that's going to be your final judgment, man. You're finalizing, your fate, man. Because you're just going to cave in and take what Esau, his solution for you to be, in which we all know what it is, which is to see it, man. It's not know you don't know anything else, man. And Yahweh Shemashah is gonna make that a swift realization that this is the MOTB. It's not no other thing, no other sin, because see, the truth is just gonna stand by itself, man. And the truth is gonna be the only thing that's gonna make sense, you know. And and Jacob's gonna come to realization who the true prophets were, man. That was telling you the whole time while you wanted to, scoff and talk shit and cleave to, fucking false doctrines, man. But I'm gonna go back to Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 13. Verse 3, thus said the Lord Yahweh, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit and have seen nothing. O Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the deserts. Ye have not gone up into the gaps, neither made up the hedge for the house of Israel to stand in the battle in the day of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua. And these these prophets aren't really, preparing our people like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Just they pretty much, setting up our people up for failure, man. You know what I'm saying? And just not preparing them, by telling them what it actually is, man. And we can see right through it, man, and we ain't, ignorant to Satan's devices, because see, we understand that, everybody has a role to play, and, pretty much, we ain't, like moved by it, man, that this is just, their lot to serve, and, all we can do is work out, our own salvation with fear and trembling, in hopes to be saved, man. You know what I'm saying? But it come, man. Yeah, I just want to make this a quick, slow one that all you brothers and sisters find satisfying. Until next time, I say shalom.